Welcome to our September water ceremony for peace and water crystal experiment. And our mission at Water Peace Project is to inspire and educate the importance of water for peace. And that is a cause that has become more urgent as each day passing, as conflict continues around the world. So we're glad that you're joining us today. I'm Lindsay Fox, water researcher, international Hado instructor, and founder at Water Peace Project. And today I'm joined by our two advisors and special guests to help us conduct this important ceremony for peace. Please welcome my Hado sister, Dr. Kumanga Andrahennadi. She is the founder at CALM, the Center for Advanced Learning for Mindfulness at calmmindfulness.org. Thank you for being here today, Kumi. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. Thank you, Hiro, for having me.
And we're also honored to be joined by Hiro Emoto from IHM and Office Masaru Emoto. And Hiro is a Hado teacher, and he is Dr. Emoto's son. And so he traveled the world with his father during his world tours, visiting more than 30 countries, spreading the messages of water. And now he continues to carry on his legacy, organizing international Hado instructor schools and continuing to share Dr. Emoto's pioneering research and all the books that are translated in more than 75 languages now. So our sincere gratitude, Hiro, for you joining us today to conduct another special prayer to water crystal experiment. Thank you so much and welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay and Kumi-chan. It's my pleasure to be here with you and continue my father's work. I'm grateful for opportunity to come together for peace through this water ceremony and water crystal experiment.
Love and gratitude to you both, and it really is meaningful to gather today on International Peace Day on September 21st. And as Dr. Emoto taught us that by holding the intentions of peace towards water, by thinking and speaking and acting with the intentions of peace towards water, that water can and will bring peace to our bodies and our world. And that's why we're so grateful to be conducting these experiments and kind of shining light on that and how peace begins within. Today we are conducting step one of this prayer to water crystal experiment with all of you who are joining in as a group consciousness experiment from a distance, where we send our prayers of love and gratitude to the water sample. We're in collaboration with Aquasci and Cybertronica. And we're also scientifically measuring the water sample for any subtle changes during the experiment. So both experiments begin now, and together we're basically exploring the power of consciousness together. And one sample is being measured by the scientific special water sensor for any subtle changes. And the other sample is sitting on Hiro's desk at Office Masaru Emoto in Tokyo. And again, this is step one of the water crystal photography experiment, and we're imprinting the water with our prayers. And after the ceremony, it will be frozen and it will be photographed for water crystals, and we'll look under the microscope. So, you know, Dr. Emoto's research revealed that water has a memory-like quality, and it reflects vibrations of words, thoughts, emotions that are exposed to the water. And this water crystal photography technique that he developed basically shows us how water has a mirror property to it. And so when Dr. Emoto, I love the experiments that he did with the words war and peace. They were remarkable to see how different but similar they were in a way, because peace was so beautifully structured and symmetrical and beautiful. And war kind of resembled that crystal a little bit, but almost like it was imploding or exploding. So it was pretty amazing how it appeared, as if it mirrors the destruction that war creates. So it's amazing how water can always reflect back to us the information that it receives, and its mirror-like qualities are incredible. So this experiment is not only a reflection of water, but also ourselves. So especially since we are water and we have same properties that water has, with the natural ability to record, store, and transmit wave information. So water can show us that if we start to act with our hearts and lead with love, then we could achieve peace instantly, and not just for ourselves, but for the entire planet. So I just feel like every time we talk about achieving world peace, or it coming from within and happening instantaneously, it seems like a huge task, but it could be that simple, right? It's a choice of starting from within, and that's a solution that we could truly have if we could understand that as a whole. So Kumanga, I wanted to invite you to share your experiences from water crystal photography, and also how we can achieve inner peace in our body through meditation or connecting with water.
Yeah, thank you, Lindsay. Again, going back to, I think, first time I met you and Hiro-chan back in 2010 is when I first started my PhD. I was actually 1 year into the PhD studies in Scotland, and this is exactly what I was studying about, the connection between the inner and the outer, and how do we actually use the outer circumstances like water to bring inner peace into our own water body and to our mind. So this mind-water connection is, I think, like this, intertwined completely. And this is the aspect I was exploring through 10 years of research. And there's so much research that is out there. For example, Dr. Wallace shows that if you're near, under, around water, that it has a direct effect on our mind state. So if we, for example, if we sit near the ocean, watching the waves of the ocean, or next to a lake, or I don't know if you can hear the birds singing outside from my garden. So the natural environment has a really beautiful effect on our mind, especially when it's chaotic. So there's a real connection, therefore, when we feel angry, when we feel frustrated, when we feel we are in conflict with our own selves. There's, water has a direct effect of bringing this calmness and almost like a purification to the mind and our body. So this is, again, the aspect I explored through the PhD. And now I also work with people in Israel, in Palestine, and Jordan, with this framework of how we can use the natural environment as a method to calm our mind and heal our bodies. So for me, when I especially work in this very serious war conditions, what I see is conflict begins as a thought. We have the ability to address it in here and to deal with it in here. And then therefore, we can respond to the outer circumstances in a different way rather than react. So this is what I see is the beginning of outer peace is inner peace, cultivating inner peace. Thank you.
I love that. And that's exactly why we share these and do these water crystal experiments, because it's like a picture of showing a reflection of the energies that are taking place and outside of our bodies, inside of our bodies, and originating from our thoughts. So today we're imprinting the water samples with the resonance of our love and gratitude. And as Dr. Emoto did, the samples will be frozen and later photographed to reveal the water crystals. So we'll share those results on International Peace Day, which is September 21st. And Hiro, I wanted to invite you to please share the importance of resonance to achieve world peace.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, one of the 5 principles of Hado is called resonance. This is extremely important because resonance is what creates energy and materialize it. For example, there are tuning forks, and the one tuning fork has a frequency of 420 hertz, which means it vibrates 420 times per second. And you prepare another tuning fork with the same 420 hertz, then you place them on the table and you hit it, just one tuning fork, and then the other tuning fork starts to vibrate, even though you don't hit the other one, because it resonates each other. So, same frequency resonates and transmit energy. This technology is also used in different things like radio equipments, televisions, and of course cell phones. And so Dr. Emoto practiced the resonance using Hado measuring equipments. He measured whether the energy in human body was good or bad by reading resonant or non-resonant sounds. Then he, imprinted Hado information that would cancel out the negative energy to the water. Then by drinking the water, restores harmony of the energy in the human body. So that's what he has been doing. And he gained a lot of success. And he always said that it is human beings who can resonate with anything because we can sing. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. So, we can produce any sounds and we can resonance with any frequencies. So therefore, human beings have ability, role to be the conductors of all creations. On the other hand, there are also negative resonance. For example, if you have bad emotions, and you can attract bad virus and, toxins, and then when the, bad emotions accumulated in the field, and there's a bad effect on the field as well. And that is why, the conflicts and the wars can be infested with bad viruses sometimes. So, to answer your questions, to achieve the world peace, we have to make positive resonances. And then, water crystal shows that energy of love and gratitude make the energy of water the most beautiful, the best. So I think it is so important that the circulation of and the resonance of love and gratitude, and then that will spread out bigger and bigger, then finally to achieve the peace and harmony on the earth.
I love that. And also, that was the MRA device, the magnetic resonance analyzer that he used. And I remember the first time that we met, he was coming in from Japan and speaking at a conference, and we came back from the airport. I had just met him and I picked him up from the airport, and we went back to the hotel, and he immediately did the demonstration on resonance and pulled the tuning forks out of his bag, and, you know, basically showing how resonance attracts, activates, and resonates. The same frequencies will do that. And so that was such a powerful lesson that he taught me, and it explains a lot of phenomenon in the world. So it's amazing. And so, you know, when he put the fork down, he said, "You and I, we resonate." So, and it truly is water that you know, unites us, because we're all made of water and we can easily resonate with one another. So with this in mind, let's begin the water ceremony. Kumanga will open by sharing a special water poem, and Hiro will share the grand invocation, and together we can chant the Ho'oponopono prayer for peace and harmony. Let's begin now.
So to begin our water ceremony together, I will now share a special water and peace poem that I actually used even in my PhD thesis at the very beginning, because this meant a lot to me, this poem, and it connects our hearts with the water and with one another. And it is called Still Water by Caroline Way. So what I'd like you to do is come to a comfortable posture to listen to this poem. It is also like a meditation. So we put our feet flat on the ground in preparation for the meditation and for the ceremony. And then a relaxed spine, rolling our shoulders back. And let's close our eyes. And just imagine, before I begin this poem, that on your palm there is a water droplet. So Still Water Meditation by Caroline Way. Let's place a drop of water in the palm of our hand. The drop that you hold in your hand is part of the water, which was the cradle of all life. On this planet eons ago, the first rain that splashed down on the hot earth to form the very first sea. Each drop in sunlight has risen from the sea in countless ages and fallen from the earth again as rain. The drop that you hold in your hand has been a prism forming myriad rainbows, has traveled underground streams bubbling through dark caverns. The architect of cathedral caves formed valleys and split granite. The drop that you hold in your hand has flowed down broad rivers, has risen on the sap of trees, has been the sweat of slaves and tears of children. It has become the foam-topped waves and deep, unfathomable depths of vast lakes and seas. The drop that you hold in your hand has been part of the great flood. It has been a dewdrop on a blade of grass, a drop that has been pounded through the hearts of whales in blood and lain in an eagle's egg. It has travelled in the fluid of a poet's brain and dripped from the wounds of the dying. The drop that you hold in your hand has been trapped in the snows of the Arctic, reflected the sun in a desert oasis, and refreshed the weary. This drop that you're holding, unimaginably old, yet fresh and new, it's imagined that it's evaporating slowly from your hand to mingle with the air that you breathe, perhaps, or drift in a sun-topped cloud 1,000 feet above the earth. Imagine its journey from your hand. Where will it go? You can direct this journey as it evaporates and send your consciousness with it, perhaps with love and gratitude in your heart. It is the water of life. It is still water. So to conclude the practice, it's coming back to the body, bringing the awareness to our breath, just watching the entire journey of an in-breath and the entire journey of the out-breath. Thank you.
Now I would like to chant ground invocation in Japanese. This is a prayer chant. Dr. Emoto always used this chant when he had a water ceremony with the people around the world, and he always chant this ground invocation. And this was created by his mentor, Dr. Shioya. He was a teacher of Kototama, words in spirits. The meaning in English is that the eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create the world of true and grand harmony. So, please, repeat after me. I'm going to chant this in Japanese for 3 times. 宇宙の無限の
宇宙の無限の
力が凝り凝って
力が凝り凝って
誠の大和の
誠の大和の
御代がなりなった
御代がなりなった
宇宙の無限の
宇宙の無限の
力が凝り凝って
力が凝り凝って
誠の大和の
誠の大和の
御代がなりなった
御代がなりなった
宇宙の無限の
宇宙の無限の
力が凝り凝って
力が凝り凝って
誠の大和の
誠の大和の
御代がなりなった
御代がなりなった。
Thank you.
chant the Ho'oponopono prayer. And this is also another prayer that Dr. Emoto chanted at all the water ceremonies that he held. And it's actually a Hawaiian prayer for reconciliation and forgiveness. And so you can follow along by repeating after. And we'll chant it also 3 times. Water, I am sorry.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water,
Water,
I thank you.
I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water,
Water, I love you.
Water, I am sorry.
water, I am sorry.
I am sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water,
Water,
please.
please forgive us.
Water, I thank you.
Water,
Water,
thank you.
I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water,
I
I love you.
Water, I am sorry.
Water,
Water,
I am
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please
Water,
forgive me.
please forgive us.
Water, I love you.
Water,
Water,
I
I
love
love you. So that concludes our beautiful water ceremony leading up to the World Peace Day, September 21st. And please carry our invitation from both Lindsay, Hiro-chan, and from me is that you can carry these blessings that we gathered during this ceremony wherever you go with you, because we are water. Our water body has received these blessings. But also, one other thing to do is if you've had a glass of water next to you during this ceremony, you can go and offer it to a tree in your garden or to a river or a lake near your home. So that way we spread the water into our surroundings and to ourselves. So thank you for joining this beautiful water ceremony leading towards the World Peace Day. Over to you, Lindsay.
Thank you so much, Kumanga. And thank you for sharing that beautiful still water meditation, and Hiro for the grand invocation, and sharing always the important Hado lessons. And I'm just so grateful. Just imagine if 10% of the world could join us for the chants and shift the energy towards peace. And that was your father's vision, and it's an honor, and I'm so grateful that we continue today. So thank you so much, Hiro.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lindsay and Kumi-chan. And it was so beautiful ceremony. And yeah, I think it's so important to continue this work to make ripple effect of resonance, the positive resonance, because our positive consciousness can create beautiful world, beautiful reality. So that is why I'm going to do the event on September 21st and 22nd I would like to raise the collective consciousness towards peace. And so it's so important to connect with everyone and, send a prayer together as one. That pure prayer really can create a beautiful world. So thank you so much for continuing this wonderful, important work. And thank you for having me today.
Thank you, Hiro, and thank you for your participation so we can conduct these and carrying on your father's important work. And it's always an honor. And I know by holding these monthly water ceremonies and special water crystal experiments, it's resonating with your father's spirit and energy. So it does bring me love and gratitude in my heart. So I'm so grateful, and especially that we get to conduct these experiments and open to the public, which is what Water Peace Project is all about and why we founded Water Peace Project, to continue sharing the messages from water and inspiring peace and harmony around the world. And I love how you explained it, how important it is to create positive resonances. So love and gratitude to everyone for joining in resonance today, September 21st, for the water crystal experiments. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hiro, thank you so much. Kumi, thank you so much. And anyone wants to learn more about our work, I'll share the links for everything, and join us at waterpeaceproject.org. So love and gratitude to all of you. Thank you so much. May peace be with you in all you do.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Hiro. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy International Peace Day to everyone.
Thank you so much. May peace be with you all.
Take care.